Alright, so what's my character name, my real name, and where am I from? The character name, as everybody pretty much knows, is Haystacks. My real name, Scotty Newland. And where am I from? Currently, Columbus, Ohio, by way of Knock'em-Stiff, Ohio. Yes, it's a real town, and we're on a map, believe it or not. Let's see, tell everybody about myself. Not a whole lot to tell, really. 33 years old, divorced, 2 kids. I have a son that just turned 13. I have a daughter that just turned 12. Work retail, pretty much worked retail all my life for the most part. Had a few stints in construction and warehouse and a little bit of management. Huge sports fan, anything sports, football, baseball, basketball, MMA, boxing, wrestling, pretty much anything but soccer and hockey. Never understood either one of those games, so never really got into them. How did I come up with my character and my name? My name, without giving credit to the person that actually came up with it, it's actually a throwback to Haystacks Calhoun, who was a mountain of a man, larger than life wrestler from the 60s, 70s era of professional wrestling. He was one of those characters that he was entertaining, but at the same time, he kind of pushed people around because of his size. Just an imposing guy, so it kind of stuck. As far as my character and how I came up with that, really, my character is me. Pretty much in everyday life, without the crazy yelling, getting loud, all that good stuff. Basically what you see on camera is what you would get in real life all day, every day. If I would meet anybody from the groups, I would probably come up with some smart aleck comment right off the bat to kind of laugh about. And then from there, it would just be pretty much a good time laughing and joking around. It's not really a character, it's just kind of an evolution of my own personal self for the most part. Let's see, what got me into wrestling and why am I a fan? Back when I was a kid, before there was Monday Night Raw and all that good stuff, you had Shotgun Saturday nights, Saturday Night Main Event, actually, I believe it was. Myself and my dad would watch it every Saturday night, religiously. My dad was an old school wrestling fan. The town that I actually was raised in, brought up in, is the hometown of guys like Ronnie Garvin, and Bobby Fulton, who, you know, back in the NWA, AWA days was pretty big name for the most part for those times. Had classic feuds with the Midnight Express, and Bobby was kind of a thorn in Jim Cornette's side on camera. And then once he kind of got away from full-time wrestling, he actually started doing big-time championship wrestling. His dad was a promoter of it, and then he kind of took over after the old man in the Chillicothe and Circleville, Ohio areas. So we would go to live shows whenever they would have them, watching on TV as it started to progress, and all that good stuff. Who is my favorite wrestler and why? From back in the day, hands down, Bobby Fulton. Mainly because hometown hero. I went to high school with his son. Super good guy. Like I said, he has his own promotion, so he brings in quite a few of the legends. Brings in the Jim Cornettes, and brings in Haku and Shane Douglas and Kevin Sullivan, the Barbarian. Goodness, pretty much any legend you can think of, he brings them to our hometown for big shows, do autographs, this, that, and the other. Current day favorite wrestler is a close race between Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. Bray Wyatt, the way that he presents himself, the way that he's in the ring and on the mic, is something that we just do not see these days in WWE and in professional wrestling. The guy is, you can tell that he has that generational blood as far as his mic skills, and then the way that he has reinvented himself time and time again to try to keep going and reinvents himself again and keeps things interesting, I absolutely love. And then obviously Braun Strowman, big dude, kind of like myself, guy of very few words, kind of just imposes his will on people, but at the same time, when he absolutely has to, when he needs to, he can entertain the hell out of some people. What is my favorite wrestling moment ever? Man. There's so many. As far as my personal experience, easily, I went to a big time wrestling show. Anybody that's friends with me on my Facebook has probably seen the video. They had a match with, I believe it was the Barbarian versus Shane Douglas in a hardcore match, which ended up leaking out into the stands. Irish whipping people through the chairs, the steel chairs that they had on the floor. All kinds of craziness. Pandemonium broke loose, and they came up the aisle where I was sitting in the front row, and Shane Douglas, the franchise Shane Douglas, stood on my foot while he suplexed the Barbarian onto a concrete floor. As far as television favorite moment, I would almost think anybody would agree when Undertaker threw Mankind off of the top of Hell in a Cell. One of those things that you'll very rarely see. And with Jim Ross making the call that he did, just kind of made it that much more real. You just kind of felt it. I like to call that play-by-play call by Jim Ross. Probably should have won an Emmy for that thing. Probably, in my opinion, one of the greatest sports broadcasting calls of all time. Who is my favorite current PPF artist? I think that's correct. Give me a second. Yeah, I got a cheat sheet. How about that? Impromptu, huh, guys? Who is your favorite current PPF promo artist other than myself, and why? Wow. It's impossible to pick one. You know, I think everybody here brings something to the table, and everybody here entertains me in a different way. And, you know, I've learned a lot of things from a lot of different guys here. You know, obviously starting at the top, I think everybody that's been here any length of time knows that out of anybody, the War Chain is the guy. If there wasn't a War Chain, there wouldn't be a Haystacks around anymore. So if everybody likes Haystacks, then give the War Chain a big hey, because you know, he resurrected the career, per se, of Haystacks. You know, the Hammer, obviously. We've battled it out other places. Super good guy. Amazing talent. Just watching his promos, you learn so much about not only, you know, how to shoot a promo, how to bring the intensity to a promo, but all the extra effects and all the editing that goes into his work is just absolutely impeccable. It's second to none. You know, Double R. I've had quite a few run-ins with him. My goodness. The guy is like on level 125 Jedi as far as intensity goes and speed. Love the guy to death. Goodness, who else? Knopf. That guy, you can't say enough about. You know, he always is, you know, reinventing himself, trying something. He's not afraid to try something different, to think outside the box, to do things that some people would never think of. You know, obviously, anybody that's coming in here brand new and fresh, you know, I've got a ton of respect for. It's not easy to get behind a camera, you know, and put yourself out there like that. So yeah, I mean, I really don't have a one single favorite, or why. You know, everybody is my favorite. I love promos. I love the entertainment. So everybody that comes in here and does this, love all you guys, you know. Let's see, what is my favorite PPF moment ever and why? My favorite PPF moment, I know most everybody's saying winning the world heavyweight championship. No, that's not it. That is one of the most humbling times that I've ever had here in the PPF. My favorite moment here, it would honestly have to be the live that we done when we started to unveil the PPF Heavyweight Championship. That's when it kind of became real. It kind of hit everybody that, we see the vision, we understand the vision, we see the talent, and now we see the hard work and the dedication from the powers that be, i.e. Rick, that they're putting into this brand and putting into the talent that's here. Let's face it. What bigger moment is there than when you unveil a new title? It's always a big spectacle. It's always a big ooh and ah moment, but it's something that you very rarely see in the promo world on that scale. So, just to see that thing get raised up on camera for the very first time was just insane. And to be a part of that is just, it's incredible and it's mind-blowing. Let's see, what got me started in promo entertainment? It's kind of weird, honestly. I've never been one of those guys that really got behind the camera, went live, filmed myself, put myself out there for other people to see and judge and all that. I've always kind of just stayed to myself. But I was in another place, and one of their admins hit me up, and he saw that I was kind of jaw jacking with another competitor, through the thumb warfare, and he's like, "Man, if you can put into words what you're saying through text, I think you'd be really good at this." Which, come to find out, at first, I wasn't. I thought I was, and it was terrible. I didn't really understand the game at all. I came in, just thinking that looking like a bad sumbitch behind the camera was enough, and didn't really take into account that, the words and the promo and the entertainment really mattered. I just thought that I could come in here and talk some shit and, look like a big, oversized, scary guy, and people would kind of be like, "Oh my God," kind of the aura of the big man, and I was wrong. So, yeah, honestly, it was a complete accident what got me started. It was just running my mouth through text, and through months and months of studying people and studying the game and learning and everything else. Here we are. Here's the shocker question for everybody. What is Haystacks' dream match here in the PPF? Every match is a dream match with me, in all honesty. I've went back and forth with Double R numerous times. and it was the most fun that I've had in a long time. Um, Planning on things back behind the scenes with him. Um, Laughing and joking around, getting the game plan together, putting on a show. Um, you had a guy that was coming in, bashing his head in with a trash can lid, and another guy that was beating himself up with a freaking hammer, um, for a promo match. You know, Again, the hammer. I've never faced off with him here in the PPF, but have other places. So, obviously, um, would love to work, here in the PPF with that guy. Um, Doomsayer, definitely, absolutely, 100% would be one of those guys that I could see myself working with. Um, Worked a few with Knopf. Definitely fun to work with Knopf. Um, Any of the new guys. But, basically, the way that I see it, if you want to be a champion in the PPF and you're coming in here saying that I want to be a champion, I want to hold a title, um, I want to promo against the absolute best, and you don't say that your dream match is to go one-on-one with the War Chain, either number one, you do not want to go against the absolute best, but you really don't want to be a champion here. Win, lose, or draw, to say that you were one of the select people that had the opportunity to go against the War Chain is huge. Um, but, basically, if you don't have the War Chain on your list of dream matches, you're either lying or you're freaking scared. What is my ultimate goal here in the PPF? Most people I know are going to say, I want to be a champion. I want to be the face of the company. Um, I want to be the PPF Hall of Fame. I've been there, done that. Obviously not the Hall of Fame, but, I've been a champion. I've been the face of the company. Not the best face in the world, but I tried. But, my ultimate goal is to, build this place into something great. I want to see this place, go to places that nobody ever thought that the promo world would ever go to. I want to get the best guys and girls in here for the best competition. I want to be the first brand in the promo world that can say, hey, one of our shows was the first one to go viral. To have that little stupid plaque from Facebook that says, you've got whatever amount of viewers or followers or what the hell ever. To build future champions, to build guys that are eventually going to be the people that carry this company. Those are my ultimate goals. I think we're definitely on the right track. We've got the right people so far. So it's going to be very interesting to see what the future brings for everybody here in the PPF. Alright, so this is the part where I get to pretty much say whatever I want. Most people are going to come on here cut a little promo, what have you. I don't need to do that. My body of work speaks for itself. And most people will be seeing that part very soon anyway. Really, the only thing that I've got to say to close this out, guys, is have fun. Plenty of opportunity here. Lots of opportunity. As everybody's heard, we're doing everything in our power to bring new, exciting ideas and stuff here for you guys. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Everybody's here to help for the most part. You know, if some of us don't have the answer, we'll get a hold of somebody that does, guaranteed. But, you know, it's all about fun, it's all about respect, and it's all about making stars out of people. That's the point of all of these showcases, or to get you guys out there, give you guys a spotlight, give you your chance to shine on a personal level and on a promo level. You know, everybody here at some point in time has the potential to be a champion. It's just really if you have the drive, you have the want, and you put in the work that's needed to climb that mountain. When I first got to the PPF, every single day I was dropping a promo every day, religiously. I won the world title based on hype promos alone. That's really it, guys. Have fun. Enjoy your time here. Grow your character. Ask for help. And let's take this thing to the stratosphere.